Welcome everyone. I'm Tracy Fitzpatrick and I'll be your moderator today. Thank you so much for joining us here at Netcom Learning, a market leader in promoting lifelong learning, training, and talent development solutions. We are very excited to host today's event, AI in Data and Robotics for a Smarter Future. Presenting today's topic is Cynthia Wade. Cynthia is a seasoned consultant and technical trainer with over 30 years of experience in IT service management. Her expertise spans risk management, security, and cloud environments, making her a valuable asset in the industry. Her commitment to helping others navigate the complexities of IT has solidified her reputation as a knowledgeable and dedicated professional in her field. Please bear in mind that this is an overview of a very robust topic. We offer a collection of technical and business courses that can be tailored to your specific requirements. If you are interested in a further discussion, you can make an appointment with our learning consultants through our website at netcomlearning.com. Today's session is also being recorded, so you'll get free access to the recording in the next 24 hours via email. Netcom Learning helps customers build innovative learning organizations by achieving a smarter workforce, adapting to change, and driving growth. We do this with a broad catalog of offerings, developing customized learning plans, and our global delivery capabilities. Since 1998, we have been empowering organizations with our managed learning services to help them reach optimal performance results and address challenges. We have 9 practice areas in which we specialize. They encompass people, process, and technology training. Today's presentation is from the AI and data practice areas. Netcom Learning offers a comprehensive training portfolio of courses for the topic being covered today. Our upcoming classes include various trainings on the given courses. You can also access a variety of marketing assets, such as the free training and blogs, by clicking on the available event handout. These offerings can be found with a simple search on our website at netcomlearning.com. Today's session is crafted to empower professionals in data science and robotics, such as data scientists, AI engineers, and IT managers, offering practical insights on leveraging AI to optimize data analytics and automate workflows. As leaders in this field, you will gain a deep understanding of how AI is revolutionizing the data science landscape and how to harness it to propel your business into a future of efficiency and innovation. And now I would like to give you a quick overview of the logistics before we get started. To begin with, you do have the option to view in full screen by clicking on the full screen button on the right side of the GoToWebinar viewer. Simply hit the escape key to exit the full screen. Everyone has been muted except for our presenters. Feel free to submit any questions you have for the presenters here in the questions pane, and we will address them at the end of the session. And to get the best out of today's events, we've included the slides, courses we talk about, and marketing assets in the handout section of your GoToWebinar viewer. You may refer to them at any time to get a better understanding of today's topic. And we do realize that some of you may have to leave early and want to let you know that as you do leave the session today, you will be presented with a short survey. We would like to request for you to take a quick moment to participate in that survey. Your feedback really helps us understand your learning experience and improve our future sessions for you. The survey answers are measured on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 representing outstanding and 1 representing poor. And now I'd like to pass this over to our trainer to present today's topic. Hey, Cynthia, thank you so much for joining us today.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's masterclass, AI in Data and Robotics for a Smarter Future. My name is Cynthia Wade, and I'm going to be your guide as we dive into this exciting and transformative field. AI and robotics are no longer just buzzwords. They are reshaping the way we live, work, and innovate. Whether it's making our cities smarter, optimizing industries, or helping us make data-driven decisions, these technologies are at the heart of the future. So our goal and objective today is to explore AI and robotics advancements, to discuss automation trends for 2025 and beyond, and address ethical challenges in AI and data privacy. Now, before we dive in, let me remind you that we'll have a Q&A session at the end, so feel free to jot down your questions as we go along. Let's get started. So here's our agenda for today's session. Number one, an overview of AI advancements in data management and robotics. Number two, key trends in AI-driven automation for 2025 and beyond. Number three, how AI can automate data cleaning for data visualization and data-driven decision making. Number four, how to automate data integration, feature engineering, and AI model deployment. And finally, number five, learning to ethically address AI bias and data privacy. Now, I have a question to kick us off, and that is, what is your current level of experience with AI and robotics? Are you a beginner, B, an intermediate, C, advanced? So if you're a beginner, you're probably curious about how AI works, but haven't yet used it. So as a beginner, you can start with user-friendly platforms like Google AutoML or AI tools integrated into Excel and Google Sheets. I would recommend taking a look at some free learning resources like Coursera's AI for Everyone by Andrew Ng. If you have intermediate experience, meaning you've probably used basic AI tools like Python libraries, and maybe even dabbled in data analysis. So think about intermediate projects, such as building predictive models with TensorFlow, or exploring AI applications like chatbots using Dialogflow. I also suggest exploring some data sets on Kaggle for hands-on practice. Now, if you said advanced, you're probably going to be comfortable with AI tools and maybe have even built or deployed AI models. So think about some advanced topics like reinforcement learning or integrating AI with robotics using ROS, Robot Operating System. And I'd like to encourage you to participate in hackathons or open source projects to stay sharp and contribute to the community. So some real world use case examples. Number one, Amazon's warehouse robots, picking, packing, and even sorting inventory efficiently. Example number two, Netflix uses AI to analyze viewer preferences and recommend personalized content. And example number three, healthcare applications, where AI ensures fair treatment recommendations across demographics. So let's start with a quick overview of how AI has transformed data management and robotics. So AI allows us to process vast amounts of data quickly and extract actionable insights. For example, tools like H2O.ai can analyze historical trends to predict outcomes, while platforms like AutoML, Vision Edge enhance robotics capabilities by enabling image recognition and interaction. In robotics, AI is the brain behind autonomous decision making. So picture self-driving cars navigating with LiDAR or drones using real-time data to assist in disaster management. These advancements make robots smarter, more efficient, and adaptable to complex environments. So in our first topic, AI advancements in data and robotics, some key points that I want to cover include AI and data management. So AI is revolutionizing data processing with tools like AutoML Vision Edge. As an example, AI tools like AutoML can identify anomalies in large data sets, saving hours of manual labor. Second point, robotics powered by AI. So here we want to include reinforcement learning for autonomous behavior and CNNs for object recognition. So we can combine sensors and neural networks to enable object recognition, navigation, and decision making. An example would be AI-enabled drones for environmental monitoring, or drones using AI to map disaster zones and guide rescue teams. So here's another poll. Which industry do you think benefits most from AI and robotics? Would you select A, healthcare, B, manufacturing, C, logistics, D, finance, or E, education? So for those of you that selected healthcare, definitely AI helps in diagnostics and improving patient care. So think about AI assistant imaging for detecting diseases or chatbots for patient triage. We also know that there are going to be some challenges, right? Such as data privacy and regulations in the healthcare sector. Now, for those of you that selected manufacturing, robots in factories improve efficiency and reduces human error. So we have seen where robotic arms for precision tasks and AI for predictive maintenance. There's also the implications for jobs and the importance for providers, companies to upskill workers. And then for those that selected C, logistics, AI-powered drones and robots help to optimize delivery systems. So Amazon's autonomous warehouses and self-driving delivery vehicles is an example. So AI can help reduce cost and delivery times while improving sustainability. And then for those of you that selected D, finance, AI can help detect fraud and enhances customer experiences. So AI analyzing transactional patterns to be able to detect anomalies, or chatbots being able to answer customer inquiries. So AI is definitely transforming financial planning through robo-advisors. And then finally, for those of you that selected education, AI personalizes learning for students with different needs. So platforms like Khan Academy, AI Certs, using AI to tailor content, and virtual tutors providing additional support. So yes, we're still keeping in mind those ethical considerations, such as ensuring access for underserved populations. So let's talk a little bit about the state of AI in 2024 and some key breakthroughs. So with generative AI, revolutionizing creative industries with GANs, the application in robotics, robots generating, for example, unique designs for products such as custom tools or even machine components. And two, reinforcement learning. So advanced algorithms enabling robots to learn through trial and error. And when it comes to the application and logistics, robots optimizing warehouse navigation dynamically. So AI at the edge includes AI processing on devices without reliance on cloud servers, which increases the efficiency and helps reduce latency. And here's an application. Think about smart cameras in factories performing real-time quality control. So the impact of AI across sectors such as healthcare with predictive analytics for patient care and robotic assisted surgeries, agriculture, AI-powered drones for crop monitoring and resource optimization. Even in retail, AI recommendation systems improving customer experiences. So when you think about the state of AI in 2024, we always can consider what recent AI innovations have caught our attention. Now, for data management that's been revolutionized by AI, we think about all of the data that we're generating on a daily basis throughout the world and accelerating data processing. So if we consider AI for cleaning and structuring our data, tools like AutoML can clean and organize raw data sets efficiently, ensuring accuracy and analytics. For example, retail companies using AI to clean sales data for better demand forecasting. And with AI-driven analytics, AI models are able to identify trends and provide actionable insights faster than traditional methods. Example, financial institutions analyzing transaction patterns to detect fraud in real time. So when we consider those actionable insights from our data and thinking about, for example, predictive analytics. So AI predicting inventory needs in retail to reduce stockouts and overstock. And those real-time dashboards, such as logistics companies using AI to create dashboards showing delivery timelines and even bottlenecks. So when it comes to a practical tip, think about tools like Microsoft Power BI and Tableau. And these have AI-driven visualizations that you can build out using your own or sample data sets. And you definitely want to leverage platforms like H2O.ai for easy access to predictive modeling in data-heavy environments. Now, with AI in robotics and thinking about how AI powers intelligent automation. So machine learning in vision systems. AI enables robots to recognize objects and perform tasks such as sorting, packing, and assembling. So here, another example is robotic arms in car manufacturing, identifying and positioning the parts with precision. And reinforcement learning in autonomous robots. So robots can use reinforcement learning in order to be able to adapt to dynamic environments without human intervention. Example, we've all seen and heard about those self-driving cars that are navigating through traffic. They're using AI to make real-time decisions. And I'll leave you with a couple examples of AI in robotics. So those smart robots in manufacturing, robots that are equipped with computer vision to be able to inspect products for defects. Another example in manufacturing is Tesla's production line. It actually uses robots for welding and painting. This ensures consistency. And then second example, logistics and delivery. So those autonomous robots navigating warehouses to retrieve items and be able to optimize delivery routes. So Amazon's warehouse robots help to streamline the picking and packing processes, cutting those delivery times. Now, as we look at wrapping up this first topic, I want to share some practical tips and best practices. So, starting off with our practical tips, You want to start small. Use accessible tools like Microsoft Excel's AI features or free platforms like Google Colab for data analysis. And think about experimenting. You can experiment with robotic kits like Arduino in order to understand how sensors and simple AI systems can work together. And then for best practices, first, you want to ensure that any data sets that you use are clean and representative before training your AI models. Because if you put bad data in, you're going to get bad data out. And also consider auditing and regularly testing and calibrate your robotic systems in order to help maintain accuracy. So, as a real world use case, the overview is this. Autonomous vehicles use AI to interpret data from sensors like LiDAR, from cameras, and GPS. And the AI models can analyze real-time road conditions and make decisions for safe navigation. So think about Waymo's self-driving cars successfully navigating urban environments with minimal human intervention. So AI is driving innovation in both data management and robotics. And breakthroughs like machine learning, reinforcement learning, and AI-powered analytics are transforming industries. So the impact here is reduced accidents by eliminating human error and enhanced mobility for individuals that are unable to drive. Now, let's take a look at our second topic, AI in data and robotics for a smarter future. Now, this topic focuses in on real-world applications of AI in robotics and data management. And I've talked a little bit about, and I want to just kind of continue that conversation, resolving around autonomous vehicles, which is an excellent example of AI in action. Now, they use sensors and neural networks to interpret their surroundings and be able to make split-second decisions. In manufacturing, AI-powered robots can predict maintenance needs, minimize downtime, and this combination of data analytics and robotics transforms industries by boosting efficiency. So my key points that I want to cover here are smart applications of robotics in logistics and in healthcare. And second point, AI enhancing efficiency. So predictive analytics, preventing failure in machines by scheduling maintenance before issues actually arise. And think about, as I mentioned, the robotic arm, performing those precision tasks in manufacturing, using vision systems for defect detection. So our first key point, smart applications of robotics and accelerating data processing. So in logistics, I want to use the case Amazon's autonomous warehouse robots. So robots like Kiva are used for picking, packing, and sorting inventory, significantly reducing processing times. And AI-powered navigation systems allow these robots to operate in dynamic environments, avoiding obstacles while still maintaining efficiency. So the impact is faster delivery times, fewer errors, and cost savings. Now, if we think about those future trends, looking at incorporating drones for that last mile delivery in urban areas. Another example is DHL's AI-enabled robotic sorters. So these robotic sorters can sort packages based on size, destination, and even urgency. And AI helps to improve route optimization, ensuring on-time delivery. Now let's look at another industry in healthcare. So the use case is robotic surgical assistants like the Da Vinci surgical system. So AI helps improve precision in minimally invasive surgeries by providing surgeons with enhanced visualization and motion control. Now, this impact is shorter recovery times and reduced complications for patients. And also think about medication delivery robots. So robots deliver medications within hospitals, reducing staff workload and ensuring timely patient care. Now, this impact is improved efficiency and reduced human error in healthcare operations. So here's a question that I want you to think about. If you could automate one task in your workplace with robotics, what would it be? Now, if we take a look at predictive analytics for maintenance, let me give you an example in terms of how it works before I jump into my use cases. So, the way that predictive analytics for maintenance works is AI monitors machinery data in real time to detect early signs of wear and tear. And predictive analytics algorithms forecast potential failures and can even suggest maintenance schedules before a breakdown occurs. So the example that I want to provide is GE, General Electric, and AI for turbine maintenance. So GE uses AI to analyze turbine performance, predicting maintenance needs, and preventing costly failures. So this impact is reduced downtime, but also cost savings for unplanned maintenance costs. And then another example is improving efficiency in manufacturing. So the key use case here is BMW's use of AI in robotic assembly lines. So robots with computer vision ensure precise assembly of car parts. All models predict equipment malfunctions, keeping the production line operational. And then finally, AI in energy management. So the key use case here is Tesla's AI-powered energy grids. So AI optimizes energy consumption in factories and within Tesla vehicles. And so the impact here is reduced energy waste and cost savings. So think about through all of this AI enhancing efficiency and accelerating data processing, how training a basic object classification model to show AI and how it should apply in identifying and sorting items and utilizing example data sets. For example, we might train it by utilizing it to classify fruits like apples and oranges and bananas. So taking a look at some practical tips and best practices. Now, if we're just getting started with AI and robotics, we might explore platforms. So we can use TensorFlow to experiment with machine learning models. And ROS, Robot Operating System, is a great starting point for building and testing robotic applications. We might also consider leveraging free learning resources. So platforms like Coursera and edX offers courses on AI and robotics fundamentals. Kaggle provides free data sets for machine learning practice. And we can always, as I mentioned, start with experimenting with simple robotics kits like Arduino, which integrates basic AI functionalities, and then scaling up to professional tools like TensorFlow for more advanced tasks. Now, in terms of best practices, you want to consider aligning AI and robotics with your goals. So define clear objectives before integrating AI and robotics into your workflows. For example, focus on reducing costs, increasing productivity, or improving customer experiences. Also, consider measuring ROI. So, regularly evaluate the return on investment from automation projects to ensure alignment with your business goals. For example, track metrics like time saved, cost reductions, or customer satisfaction improvements. Now, as a summary, think about robotics and AI are revolutionizing logistics, healthcare, and manufacturing by automating repetitive tasks and optimizing workflows. Predictive analytics and smart robotics enhance efficiency, saving time and costs while reducing errors. So, by leveraging accessible platforms and adhering to best practices, you're able to start integrating AI and robotics into not only your work, but also your personal projects. So, if you think about this topic, consider this question as we wrap up. What's one task in your life or work where you love to see robotics or AI implemented? Now, let's take a look at our next topic. So, looking ahead, we can see that there are some exciting trends. For example, blockchain integration, blockchain for secure data handling in robotics, generative AI, enabling robots to create designs for custom manufacturing, quantum computing. So, revolutionizing robotics by solving complex optimization problems. So, for example, quantum computing streamlining path optimization for warehouse robotics. So, these innovations are not just futuristic, they're already making an impact. For example, blockchain is being used in supply chains to verify robotic transactions. So if we look at our first key point, blockchain in robotics, I want you to think about some key concepts. So when it comes to blockchain in robotics, secure data handling in decentralized robotic networks. So here, blockchain provides a secure, tamper-proof way for robots to share and store data. For example, drones in disaster zones use blockchain to share real-time data securely with emergency teams, ensuring integrity and preventing malicious interference. If we look at enhancing collaboration, blockchain supports secure communication between multiple autonomous systems. For example, swarms of delivery drones use blockchain to coordinate routes without centralized control, which increases efficiency and safety. So, our advantages here are security. It prevents unauthorized access to sensitive robotic data. Transparency ensures an auditable trail of data, which is useful for compliance and accountability. And reliability. So it improves trust in data that's being shared between these autonomous systems. So think about some of the other scenarios that might benefit from secure, decentralized robotic collaboration. Now, my second key point is generative AI for creativity. And here are some key concepts to think about. So when it comes to generative AI for creativity, we consider robots that are using AI to design custom components or products. For example, generative adversarial networks or GANs, creating personalized car interiors. So when we think about generative AI and robotics, robots leverage GANs to create those unique designs. In manufacturing, robots generate optimized designs for lightweight airplane parts, reducing material usage and improving performance. We can also consider custom product design. So, for example, automotive companies using GANs to personalize those car interiors, tailoring the designs to individual preferences. So the robots can analyze customer inputs for like preferred textures and even colors, and then generate creative options. Now, the other is future applications. So think about the fashion industry. Robots using AI to design custom clothing patterns. Even in architecture, generative AI-enabled robots proposing innovative building layouts. So the impact is saving time and resources by automating creative processes. Also offering unprecedented levels of personalization for consumers. So when you consider it, there are going to be different examples and images and designs, such as AI-generated artwork, which is very popular these days, even AI-generated product concepts. So here, I always ask myself, what kind of creative applications would I like to see robots take on? We also think about quantum computing. So optimizing algorithms for tasks like route planning or even complex simulations. For example, a quantum enhanced robot designing city layouts for smart urban planning. So here are some key concepts. Enhancing robotics with quantum algorithms. So when it comes to quantum computing, handling complex calculations far faster than traditional computers, making it ideal for optimizing robotic tasks. For example, route planning for autonomous delivery robots in dense urban areas, and also being able to optimize fuel and time efficiency. Well, what about simulation for urban planning? So quantum enhanced robots can simulate an entire city's layout to design optimal infrastructure for smart cities. For example, robots simulating pedestrian and traffic flow in order to propose street configurations that reduces congestion. So the advantages are being able to tackle computational challenges that classical AI models cannot efficiently solve, while also enabling real-time decision-making in highly dynamic environments. So quantum computing in robotics is still in its early stages, but the missed potential to revolutionize the industry is great. So here, how do you think quantum computing, for example, could transform industries that you might be working in or familiar with? Now, here are some practical tips and best practices. So you want to stay updated. Follow publications like MIT Tech Review or Wired to stay ahead of emerging trends. Read those publications like MIT Technology Review, and also, as an example, look at articles that are discussing advancements in quantum computing or blockchain for robotics. You also want to consider engage with communities. So join communities like online communities like GitHub or Reddit in order to exchange knowledge with AI enthusiasts. But also, you can focus on AI and robotics in order to learn and collaborate. For example, go ahead and contribute to open source blockchain products or quantum algorithms for robotics. And then best practices, think about prototyping first. So, prototype before adopting new technologies in order to minimize risk. Before adopting those new technologies, those prototype solutions will also help you to evaluate feasibility. For example, test blockchain integration in a small robotic network before full-scale deployment. But also understand compliance standards. So if you're being proactive in understanding compliance standards as it relates to AI-related technologies like blockchain. So you want to be aware of regulations like GDPR when implementing AI-driven technologies, especially when handling sensitive data. For example, ensure that blockchain systems that are used in healthcare robotics meet data privacy standards. So as a summary, yes, blockchain enhances robotic collaboration and data security. Generative AI enables robots to tackle creative and design tasks. And quantum computing holds transformative potential for solving complex robotic challenges. So you want to make sure that you're staying informed, that you're engaging with communities, but also that you're adhering to best practices, and that will help you leverage these trends effectively. So if you think about the trends, blockchain, generative AI, and quantum computing, start to think about what excites you the most, but also consider why does it excite you? Let's take a quick 5-minute break, and then I'll start on the remaining topics after the break.
Sure, we are now going to take a 5-minute break, but before we do that, we are going to launch a quick poll that we want to invite you to participate in. Doing so helps us know how we can better serve you by telling us who might be interested in more information or in taking some additional training. In addition, we have a lot more informative webinars coming up, so please go to netcomlearning.com/webinars in order to register.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's continue from where we left off. Now, let's take a look at another topic. So, data cleaning is crucial for effective decision making, but it's time intensive. AI automates this by detecting anomalies and filling gaps. For instance, GANs can generate clean synthetic data for analysis. Imagine AI creating real-time visualizations that guide sales strategies or optimizes logistics. Tools like Power BI already integrate AI-driven dashboards, making insights accessible even for small businesses. So when we think about how AI can automate data cleaning for data visualization and decision making, I always fall to these key points. AI and data cleaning. So challenges would be incomplete data sets and the cost of manual cleaning. Also, data visualization. So tools like AutoML for anomaly detection and GANs for creating those synthetic data sets. For example, AI visualizations predicting sales trends using cleaned historical data. So taking a look at our first key point, AI and data cleaning. So this detects and fixes missing or duplicate data, ensuring reliability. For example, those GANs that are generating synthetic but realistic data to fill gaps in medical data sets. So there are going to be some challenges when it comes to data cleaning. So data cleaning, as I mentioned, is time intensive and prone to human error, especially when you have large data sets. So some common issues include missing values, duplicate records, inconsistent formatting. The way that AI addresses these challenges takes a look at anomaly detection and automated anomaly detection. So AI models identify patterns and flag anomalies within our data sets. For example, a healthcare system uses AI to detect missing patient information in medical records. This ensures data accuracy for diagnostics. Another example is that synthetic data generation with GANs. So, generative adversarial networks or GANs create the synthetic but realistic data to fill gaps in incomplete data sets. For example, in medical research, GANs can generate plausible patient profiles to supplement scarce critical clinical trial data, and this ensures statistical accuracy. And if we think on real world application, consider banking. So AI can detect and correct duplicate customer accounts, reducing errors in credit reporting. But also consider retail. So AI cleanses the sales data by normalizing inconsistent prices and currency formats for better analysis. Now we can also consider data visualization and transforming data into insights with AI. So for data visualization, tools like Tableau or Power BI incorporate AI for automated insights. For example, retailers can use AI dashboards to visualize customer buying patterns in real time. So, if we think about the role of AI in visualization tools, AI powered platforms like Tableau and Power BI can identify trends and generate these dashboards automatically based off of our data sets. And then users can ask questions. For example, what were my top selling products last month? And get instant visualized answers. Here's some example with AI in retail dashboards. So retailers can use AI dashboards to visualize customer buying patterns. For example, they can segment customers based on purchasing behavior. They're able to predict which products are likely to trend next season. Even being able to optimize inventory based on these insights. So the impact of AI in data visualization include speed. So reducing the time needed to generate actionable insights from raw data. Accessibility. Even non-technical users can interact with dashboards and extract insights. And accuracy. So being able to minimize errors by using cleaned data for visualization. So as we look at wrapping up this topic, I want to share with you some practical tips and best practices. So for practical tips, you want to start small. So start with smaller data sets to practice cleaning and analyzing using tools like OpenRefine. So using smaller data sets to even practice cleaning and visualization techniques. Also, consider learning basic Python scripting for data cleaning. Libraries like Pandas simplify the process. So here, those libraries like Panda can help make data cleaning straightforward with functions for handling missing or duplicate values. You also want to consider exploring free visualization tools. So Power BI and Google Data Studio are excellent platforms for beginners to learn how to create dashboards with minimal learning curves. And then for best practices, first, you want to make sure that you're validating your AI clean data. So here, always cross-check AI clean data sets with a sample of manually cleaned data to ensure quality. For example, maybe you want to verify outliers that are flagged by AI against original records in order to confirm accuracy. And then second, customize your dashboards for KPIs. You want to focus in on key performance indicators that align with your goals. For example, if you're in e-commerce, you might take a look at conversion rates, cart abandonment rates, and even average order value. If you're in healthcare, you might look at patient outcomes, readmission rates, and diagnostics accuracy. So in summary, for this topic, you want to look at that AI can simplify and it also can help accelerate data cleaning, making those large data sets more reliable. Consider visualization tools that are powered by AI that can help transform clean data into actionable insights, democratizing access to advanced analytics. And by starting small and adhering to best practices, you're going to be able to harness AI for data cleaning and visualization effectively. So here's a question to think about. What types of insights would you like to visualize from your own data? And then how can you utilize AI to help you more efficiently if you do have large data sets? Now, looking at our fifth topic, automating data integration, feature engineering, and AI model deployment, let's explore how AI can simplify data integration and deployment. So platforms, for example, like Bonsai AI, streamline data merging from multiple sources, while TensorFlow supports automated pipelines for model training and deployment. So, for example, think of an inventory management system that's powered by AI. It's analyzing trends while also optimizing stock levels. So here, when it comes to key points that I want to cover, data integration. So tools like Bonsai AI and Nimbus can simplify integration. For AI model deployment, automated pipelines reduce deployment errors and saves time. So for example, think about deploying a predictive model for inventory management using Bonsai AI. So when you're using pre-trained AI models for platforms like TensorFlow Hub, they can help reduce the development time frame. So let's take a look at that first key point, data integration and challenges in data integration. So as I mentioned, platforms like Bonsai AI can help aggregate data from multiple sources into a unified framework. For example, think about real-time weather data integration for autonomous farming robots. So when it comes to challenges, data is often going to be scattered across multiple systems, which makes it difficult to consolidate. And these inconsistencies in formats and sources and even update schedules adds to the complexity. The way that AI solves these data integration problems starts off with unified frameworks. So as I mentioned, platforms like Bonsai AI integrate data from disparate sources. For example, sensors, databases, even APIs into a centralized structure. For example, if you look at agriculture, Bonsai AI aggregates real-time weather data, soil conditions, even crop health metrics for autonomous farming robots. And the impact is that the farmers make better decisions, like adjusting their irrigation schedules based on AI processed weather data. We can also consider real-time data processing. So AI systems enable seamless updates from multiple sources. For example, think about logistics companies integrating live traffic data, warehouse inventory, and delivery schedules into a single dashboard for optimized routing. So some use case examples when it comes to retail data integration is retailers combining customer purchase histories, website traffic, and inventory data into one system. And AI analyzes this unified data to help optimize promotions and predict demand, which increases revenue for those retailers. Now, let's take a look at AI model deployment and automating model deployment. So with AI model deployment, we're looking at automating the process from training to production, ensuring consistent performance. For example, we might be deploying a chatbot model for customer service using TensorFlow Lite. So when it comes to the deployment process, transitioning an AI model from training to real-world use involves packaging the model, scaling it for production, and ensuring consistent performance. And some examples would be, as I mentioned, TensorFlow Lite that enables lightweight deployment of AI models on mobile devices or edge systems. For example, a company uses TensorFlow Lite to deploy a customer service chatbot that provides instant, accurate responses. So the impact is improved customer satisfaction, but also reduced wait times for support. And we can also think about continuous learning in deployment. So with adaptive models, AI models in production can be retrained automatically with new data, improving over time. So an example would be a fraud detection system in banking that learns from new transaction patterns in order to stay ahead of evolving threats. And when it comes to scalability with deployment tools, tools like Docker streamline deployment across platforms by creating portable, containerized environments. For example, a healthcare organization deploys an AI diagnostic tool across multiple hospitals without compatibility issues. So if we take a look at some practical tips, first, you want to look at leveraging pre-trained models. So you can use pre-trained models available on TensorFlow Hub in order to save time and accelerate deployment. So those platforms like TensorFlow Hub offer pre-trained models for common tasks. For example, object recognition, sentiment analysis. And the benefit is going to be reduced time spent on training your models from scratch. You can use AI deployment tools. So explore different AI deployment tools like Docker for better scalability. So Docker or Kubernetes can be used for scalable deployments, ensuring that your AI applications run efficiently on any infrastructure. For example, you might deploy an AI model on a cloud service like Docker or with Docker in order to enable rapid scaling during peak usage. And then consider best practices. So you want to monitor performance. So monitor any deployed AI systems in order to be able to identify and correct any drifts in performance. So continuously track those deployed models for drifts in either accuracy and or performance. Use tools like MLflow to manage model tracking and performance metrics. For example, an e-commerce recommendation system that adjusts its predictions if user preferences shift over time. You also want to think about streamlining your continuous integration and continuous deployment pipelines. So simplified workflows with automated CI/CD pipelines for deploying your updates. And that continuous integration and continuous deployment, automating the updates to your AI systems helps to reduce downtime. For example, automatically pushing updates to a recommendation engine as new product data becomes available. So in summary, if you think about it, AI can simplify that data integration, creating a unified view from diverse sources. Look at automating deployment ensures that these AI models can move smoothly from training to production while maintaining performance. And tools like TensorFlow Lite, Docker, and CI/CD pipelines make AI deployment efficient and scalable. So if you think about, and I'll leave you with this question as what kind of AI model or systems would you like to deploy in your own work or even industry? Now, taking a look at topic number 6, learning to ethically address AI bias and data privacy. So AI bias and data privacy are critical topics. Bias often arises from unrepresentative data sets, leading to unfair outcomes. And privacy concerns stem from how AI handles sensitive information. So solutions can include regular audits, diverse data sets, and compliance with standards like GDPR. For example, in healthcare, diverse training data ensures AI recommendations are accurate and equitable. In implementing routine checks for bias and adopting robust encryption to safeguard the data. So key points that I want to cover in this topic are understanding bias. Bias, as I mentioned, stems from unrepresentative data sets, and protecting privacy. So privacy requires encryption and compliance with those standards like GDPR. And so here, for example, addressing bias by including those diverse data sets in our training models for healthcare applications. So looking at our first key point, understanding AI bias. Well, what is AI bias? So AI bias occurs when models produces skewed or unfair results due to issues in the training data or the model design. So some common cases and causes include non-representative data sets. So training data that lacks diversity, but also it can come from human error. So implicit biases during data labeling or model design. And here are some examples of AI bias in action. Think about first, facial recognition systems. So studies have shown that facial recognition systems often perform poorly on individuals from underrepresented ethnic groups. For example, here, if you think about higher false positive or negative rates for specific demographics, this can lead to potential misuse or harm in security settings. Second example is hiring algorithms. So AI tools designed to screen job applicants may favor resumes from majority groups due to biased historical hiring data. And the impact is going to be reinforcement of existing disparities and also exclusion of qualified candidates. So the consequences of bias are it undermines the trust in the AI systems. And there could also be legal and ethical implications, including discrimination lawsuits and loss of credibility. So when you think about AI bias, think about what areas of your work or industry could be affected by biased AI. And how would you consider addressing this issue? Now, when it comes to protecting privacy and understanding the question of why is data privacy critical? So AI systems rely on vast amounts of data, much of which is sensitive. For example, medical records, financial transactions, and ensuring privacy builds trust and it also complies with legal requirements. So there are some techniques that we can look to or look towards for safeguarding privacy. Number one, encryption. So data is converted into an unreadable format that can only be accessed with a decryption key. For example, AI in healthcare encrypts patient data to secure diagnosis and medical histories, ensuring only authorized personnel can access it. Second technique is anonymization. So here, this removes personally identifiable information, or PII, from data sets while retaining data usability. For example, AI research anonymizes user data in order to protect individual identities while analyzing trends. And then here's a third technique, differential privacy. So this adds statistical noise to data sets to mask individual data points. For example, companies like Apple uses differential privacy in order to collect aggregated user behavior without compromising individual privacy. So some examples of privacy breaches in AI include misuse of customer data in personalized advertising, unauthorized access to AI-powered surveillance systems leading to data leaks. So if you were taking into consideration a hypothetical case, you would want to think about what steps would you take if your AI system inadvertently exposed sensitive customer data. So if we look at some practical tips and best practices for this topic, number one, for practical tips, you want to audit your data sets. So audit your data sets for demographic representation before training your AI models. You want to regularly check for demographic representation and ensure that your data sets are diverse and inclusive. And you can use tools like IBM AI Fairness 360 in order to identify and mitigate bias in your data sets. And then tools like differential privacy to add noise and protect user data. Practical tip number two is applying privacy techniques. So you want to implement techniques like encryption and differential privacy from the start of your AI model development. And then practical tip three is use explainable AI tools. So tools like LINE, which stands for Local Interpretable Model Agnostic Explanations, helps explain AI decisions. So it makes it easier in order to detect bias. And then I also have three best practices for you. So number one, follow global standards like GDPR or HIPAA when handling sensitive data. So you want to comply with regulations such as GDPR, which stands for General Data Protection Regulation in Europe, and HIPAA, which stands for Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act in healthcare. Number two, perform continuous monitoring. So continuously renew and review your AI model outputs in order to detect and mitigate bias early. So if you're regularly reviewing your AI model outputs to detect shifts in performance and fairness, I'll give you an example. You want to periodically update and test hiring models in order to ensure equitable outcomes across demographics. And then final best practice number three is foster transparency. So you want to be able to clearly communicate how your AI system uses and protects data to your stakeholders as well as your end users. So here's another poll question. How concerned are you about data privacy in AI applications? For example, are you very concerned, somewhat concerned, or not concerned? Now, for those of you that stated very concerned, yes, you probably do worry about how companies handle your personal data. So you want to think about the importance of encryption and anonymization in protecting sensitive information. Consider frameworks like GDPR and HIPAA that enforces privacy standards. Now, for those of you that answered somewhat concerned, and you probably think, well, I think privacy is important, but I trust most companies to manage it. Well, remember, I mentioned the need for transparency in how companies use AI and manage data. And think about best practices, for example, that are being implemented widespread and globally, like opting into data sharing agreements knowingly. So having that explicit consent versus implied consent. And then for those of you that answered not concerned, so you're probably thinking, well, I'm okay with sharing data if it leads to better services. So there are going to be some trade-offs between convenience and privacy. But we want to stress that even with consent, companies should and must adhere to ethical data use practices in order to protect consumers. So in summary, consider that AI bias and privacy concerns must be proactively addressed in order to build trustworthy and fair systems. And techniques like encryption, anonymization, and regular audits help protect data and reduces bias. And by adhering to global standards and fostering transparency, organizations can ensure ethical AI implementation. So the question I want to leave you with and to think about is what ethical considerations around AI bias or data privacy resonates most with you? And how might you implement solutions in your workplace or assist in terms of the adoption of ethical AI and AI for good? Now, as we take a look at our wrap up and finalizing, I want to talk about and just leave you with some reference resources. So, there are going to be several books that I've reviewed, such as Artificial Intelligence, A Guide to Intelligent Systems, also Python Machine Learning, and Robotics, Modeling, Planning, and Control. There's also many useful reference articles that are out there, such as AI and Robotics, Transforming Industries by McKinsey, Understanding Bias in AI by Brookings.edu, and Future of Robotics with Blockchain, which is an article that was published on Forbes. Now, I mentioned several tools throughout our masterclass. So tools like TensorFlow and PyTorch for deep learning model development. Look at AutoML Vision Edge for image recognition task. There's ROS, Robot Operating System. Now, this is a modular system for robotics projects. H2O.ai is an open source AI platform for predictive analytics. And there's also OpenAI Gym for reinforcement learning experiments. Now, for our final tips and takeaways, I definitely want to thank you for joining today's workshop, AI and Data and Robotics for a Smarter Future. And we took a look at covering how AI advances data management and robotics. We also took a look at key trends shaping 2025 and beyond. We reviewed some practical ways to automate data processes and deploy AI models, and look into ethical considerations in AI development. So remember, the journey doesn't stop here. Dive deeper into the tools and resources we've discussed, like TensorFlow, ROS, H2O.ai. And don't forget to check out books like Artificial Intelligence, A Guide to Intelligent Systems, and articles on platforms like McKinsey. So you definitely want to stay curious. You want to keep learning. And that leads us to building a smarter future together. Now, one final question that I want to pose here before we step into our Q&A session is think about what excites you the most about AI and robotics. Is it going to be automation and efficiency, smart data use for better decisions, or ethical AI for a safer future? So when we think about automation and efficiency, AI and robotics are automating repetitive and time-consuming tasks, allowing humans to focus on higher level responsibilities. For example, RPA, robotic process automation, in industries like finance and healthcare to streamline operations. And here's a real world example to leave you with. Amazon's warehouse robots picking, packing, and sorting inventory efficiently. Now, if you selected B, smart data use for better decisions, yes, AI processes vast data sets to identify patterns and insights that humans might miss. For example, those AI-powered tools like Tableau or Power BI for real-time data visualization. And here's another real-world example. Netflix uses AI, as I mentioned, to analyze viewer preferences and recommend personalized content. And then for those of you that selected C, ethical AI for a safer future. So addressing challenges like bias and privacy is crucial for building trustworthy AI systems. For example, AI auditing tools helps to ensure that data sets are representative and systems comply with ethical standards. So as a real world example, healthcare applications where AI ensures fair treatment recommendations across demographics. All right, so again, I want to thank you for participating in this masterclass with me today. Hopefully you had some great takeaways and some great examples in terms of how AI in data and robotics can help us in terms of looking towards a smarter future. Thank you.
Thank you, Cynthia. That was most informative. And I know everyone's looking forward to the Q&A session, so go ahead and start putting your questions in the questions panel. And while you're doing that, I'd like to pass the presentation rights over to Neha Kumari, our product marketing manager, who's going to introduce you to our wonderful and amazing promotions and webinar related courses.
Hello, welcome and thank you. I hope you've all received the event handout, which is a great resource to guide you through today's session. We truly appreciate you taking the time to join us for this masterclass. This session is all about AI and data, a game changer for businesses navigating today's data driven world. As industries across the board harness the power of artificial intelligence, understanding how to leverage AI for data analysis, insights, and decision making has become essential. Whether you are in healthcare, finance, marketing, or any other sector, AI driven data solutions are transforming the way businesses unlock value, streamline operations, and drive innovation. We pride ourselves on delivering AI cert trainings through our network of 3,300 plus certified instructors, all active experts in their fields. At Netcom, we've been empowering businesses worldwide since 1998 with cutting edge solutions that accelerate organizational growth and innovation. Our headquarters are located in the heart of New York City, and we are proud to offer worldwide delivery capabilities to support our global clients. Inside the handout you've received, there's a link to access the session recording for today's masterclass. This gives you the chance to revisit the material or dive deeper into any concepts you'd like further clarification on. As a valued participant, you'll also get exclusive access to our Netcom 365 portal. If this was your first time logging in, simply create a password and you'll be able to explore a wealth of resources designed to support your continuous learning journey. We highly encourage you to take full advantage of the Learning Portal, which offers a variety of skilling resources to help you stay ahead. Now, let's take a look at some of the latest AI cert courses available. They are divided by roles to help you choose the right path based on your career needs. I encourage you to click on the hyperlinks in the handout to explore the official course documentation and gain a deeper understanding of each offering. It's important to note that all our courses are taught by subject matter experts. Additionally, you'll enjoy perks like 180 days of access to virtual labs, 90 days of class recordings, and access to the Netcom 365 portal. You'll even have the option to repeat classes for free within a specific period if you miss a session or wish to review a topic. We've also included a few additional resources in the handout, including upcoming free events and insightful blogs. I highly recommend exploring these to broaden your understanding of our offerings and how they can help you and your organization achieve your learning and business goals. We have exciting upcoming schedules that you won't miss out. Here are some of them. These specialized programs will help you harness the power of AI for different roles and industries, ensuring you stay ahead in today's competitive landscape. We've also included a few additional resources in the handout, including upcoming free events and insightful blogs. I highly recommend exploring these to broaden your understanding of our offerings and how they can help you achieve your learning and business goals. These specialized programs will help you harness the power of AI for different roles and industries, ensuring you stay ahead in today's competitive landscape. As a part of your journey, we also recommend exploring these valuable marketing assets to further enhance your AI knowledge and skills, starting with free on demand training, which is on mastering prompt engineering. Then again, 1 hour training on AI skills and certifications to thrive in 2025 and beyond, and a blog, which is a complete guide on AI models. These resources provide in depth insights into the latest AI trends and will help you stay ahead of the curve. Also, this winter, enhance your skills with courses like AI plus prompt engineering, AI plus everyone, and AI plus data, and choose between an American Express or Amazon gift card or an instant discount on your course price. Check out these amazing offers here. This is a fantastic opportunity to save while you are investing in your future. Learn about the Learning Passport and flexible team training packages we offer. For organizations with complex, geographically distributed teams, we offer the Learning Passport. This flexible solution allows you to consolidate your training funds for up to 12 months, unlocking tremendous value, including up to 100% additional value on your funds. With the Learning Passport, you get unlimited access to over 4,000 authorized training courses. If your team has ongoing skilling requirements, this is an incredibly cost-effective solution to meet your learning needs year-round. Additionally, the Learning Passport also includes access to certifications, virtual events, blogs, webinars, and special promotional offers available on our website. It's your one-stop solution for building a smarter workforce. And finally, be sure to check out Russell Sardar's latest book. As CEO of Netcom Learning, Russell has written a powerful framework to help organizations build smarter workforces, adapt to change, and drive growth in this rapidly evolving business environment. Don't miss out on this invaluable resource. Thank you for joining us today. Embrace the future of business with AI and prompt engineering. With the right knowledge and skills, you can lead your organization to success and stay ahead in an AI-driven world. Stay tuned for more updates and exciting learning opportunities from Netcom Learning. Together, we'll shape the future.
Thanks so much for guiding us through that information, Neha.
And now we're going to go ahead and jump right into our question and answer session.
How can small businesses start using AI for data management without a big budget?
Well, as I mentioned, for small businesses, you can use free or low-cost tools like Google AutoML or Microsoft Excel's AI features to automate tasks like data cleaning or anomaly detection. And platforms like Google Colab provide free access to machine learning tools for experimentation. And always start small by applying AI to a single pain point, like customer data analysis, before scaling up.
What industries are leading the way in combining AI and robotics?
So, manufacturing, healthcare, and logistics are early adopters with substantial advancements. For example, healthcare, AI assisted imaging, and robotic surgeries. In logistics, autonomous vehicles, and warehouse robots for inventory management. And in manufacturing, those robotic arms that are powered by AI for precision tasks and predictive maintenance. So these industries are leveraging AI and robotics to improve efficiency, reduce costs, and create innovative solutions.
How do I know if my AI model has bias and how can I fix it?
Well, bias often comes from unrepresentative or incomplete training data sets. So consider testing your model with diverse data sets in order to check for skewed results. And then monitor your model's performance and adjust the algorithms as needed. You can also use explainable AI tools like Lime or SHAP to understand how the model makes decisions and then address the biases systematically.
How can AI and robotics address real world challenges like sustainability?
Well, I'll give you a couple of examples. In agriculture, AI powered drones that help to monitor crop health, reducing waste and water usage. And in manufacturing, robotics optimize energy consumption and reduces resource wastage. And in cities, smart robots manage waste collection and recycling processes more efficiently.
Are there free tools for exploring AI and data integration?
Definitely, you can use TensorFlow and OpenAI Jam. Those are going to be both excellent open source options.
How can AI help in real time decision making?
So AI tools like H2O.ai processes data streams in order to provide you with actionable insights in seconds. All right, great questions.
Once again, I want to remind you that as you leave the session today, you will be presented with a short survey. We would like to request for you to help us by taking a quick moment to participate in that survey. Your feedback really helps us understand your learning experience as we are constantly looking at how we can improve our future sessions. The survey answers are measured on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 representing outstanding and 1 representing poor. We want to thank all of you for joining us today. And if you do come up with any additional questions, feel free to send them to webinar@netcomlearning.com at any time. We hope that you found today's webinar informative, and we look forward to seeing you back here with us soon. Feel free to tell your friends and colleagues about our webinars and other courses. Have a great day, everyone.